Get ready for the SmackDown. Get ready for the SmackDown. How you gonna react when you put in your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Power Plant, or what? Excuse me. Welcome to SmackDown. I'm your host, Christopher Billings, and tonight we got a lot of stuff that's going to be going down. We're finding out that Die Hard's promise about the main event at Breaking Point. Well, we spoke with Melinda Guerrero earlier this week, and that's how it's going to be. She said that Die Hard will more than likely be in the title picture. But with that being said, we got some stuff going on tonight. Like right now, we've got the Bull taking on Brick Wall. And, Brick Wall has mentioned that he has Akira Sasuke in his sights. Now, whether that means as opponents or a team, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. The more we draw near breaking point. But let's talk about the Bull here. Now, last week he was against Die Hard in the main event, and he didn't have the greatest of matches against Die Hard. Die Hard went out there and he did what he always does, and what Die Hard does is not very nice. It's not friendly. He goes out there and he makes a statement week after week. And if the Bull wants to get noticed here tonight, he's got to make a statement. And to make a statement, he's going to have to go through a very tough son of a gun. He's going to have to go through Brick Wall. And that's a lot easier said than done. Now, I don't know what the future holds for the Bull in the Power Plant. I don't know what his future is, his near future, at Breaking Point. I don't know what's going to go on with that. But I do know for a fact that him and Brick Wall, Die Hard, everybody on SmackDown, they're all going to be there. And, it's a real big thing. And this is a very special night, for the Power Plant in general. As, most of you have already watched the Raw segment. And I personally, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Raw segment. I think that with Zack Samararo literally putting his name in the hat to challenge for the heavyweight championship on Raw, that's a very big deal. And, I have faith that Raw will be a great show, I do. But you got to keep in mind, they have to compete with the likes of Brick Wall, Die Hard, Amazing Punk, guys like that. You always got to try to do one thing. You always got to try to one-up the other show. And everybody's definitely going to be trying to one-up everybody, especially having Raw and SmackDown. Don't forget, folks, every week you can catch both segments. But with that being said, now it's time for the one man that I enjoy, calling his matches. I enjoy calling Brick Wall's matches because he's got the energy. He's got the look, he's got the style, and he's got the attitude. And on a side note, I would like to congratulate Brick Wall on winning the heavyweight championship in 5-star championship wrestling in a horrific triple threat match. He went out there, he did what he had to do, he got the title. He is the heavyweight champion in 5-star championship wrestling. Now, he may not be the world champion in the Power Plant, but that's got to be a great confidence booster for Brick Wall. And here we go, getting this matchup underway. We've got Brick Wall, the Bull, one-on-one. The Bull tried for that running shoulder block, did not connect. Brick Wall was able to sidestep him there. And now Brick Wall lighting him up with the strikes here. He's got the Bull on the ropes. The Bull counters, flips Brick Wall over to the apron there. And then the Bull just kicked him right off. And now what's the Bull? The Bull to the outside after Brick Wall here. Just stomping away. And then Brick Wall with that Dragon Whip kick. The Bull counters from the ground. And Brick Wall quickly gets back into the ring. He's not looking to count it out here. And then Brick Wall runs in with that spinning back elbow. And every move that these superstars make in the match, it's a big deal and a huge backbreaker from Brick Wall. But as I was saying, every move that they do, these are very dangerous moves. You can seriously hurt yourself if you are not a trained professional. You really can. And and then Brick Wall with that shoulder thrust to the outside there, right into the abdomen of the Bull. But you always want to try to avoid injury as a superstar. You really do. Now the Bull has Brick Wall up above his head. Looks like Brick Wall's going to go face first, but wait, Brick Wall counters. A big punch to the side of the head sends the Bull into the barricade. Brick Wall back in the ring. Brick Wall breaks up the count there. And now Brick Wall looks like he's going to try to smash he just smashed the Bull's, he's trying to smash the Bull's head into the barricade there. The Bull says it ain't going to happen. And now the Bull with the side headlock and then that standing clothesline. And then a big jumping elbow drop from the Bull to Brick Wall. And now the Bull back into the ring. Brick Wall back in the ring. And now the Brick Wall and the Bull in a standing tie. Brick Wall got the better of it with the side wrist lock. Into the corner goes the Bull. Brick Wall a kick to the back and then a chop across the chest. Almost like a final cut in the corner. Brick Wall going to work on the arm there, dropping the knee right across the inside of the elbow. And then that right hook from Brick Wall. Looks like Brick Wall's getting fired up here. He's getting ready. He's getting in the zone. Brick Wall leaps in with that cross body into the corner. Brick Wall back in. Big running German suplex from Brick Wall to the Bull. And now Brick Wall goes to work on the Bull's arms. He's wrenching away there. Brick Wall picks the Bull up. And he's got him up on his shoulders. But wait, the Bull counters with a big backbreaker to Brick Wall. And now stomping away. Now the Bull, another huge elbow drop to Brick Wall. A kick to the gut from the Bull. The Bull has Brick Wall up on his shoulders. Brick Wall counters with a huge impaling DDT. Brick Wall, he's going to the top rope. You don't see this very often. Leaps off with a leaping fist drop there. And now Brick Wall, a huge scoop slam to the big man, to the Bull. Brick Wall taunting a little bit there. Now the Bull trying to use those kicks. Brick Wall kick to the abdomen into a front face lock. The Bull counters into a rear waist lock. Brick Wall counters with a shovel, with a duck under, kick to the abdomen, and then that right hook connects again. This match has been non-stop action here. The Bull counters with a front face lock. Brick Wall swats his wrist away, and now Brick Wall trying to light him up with some strikes here. Brick Wall whips the Bull into the corner. Brick Wall's got him up top. He's got him on the top turnbuckle. What's he thinking here? Brick Wall on the apron. He just shoved the Bull right off. Brick Wall back in the ring. The Bull counters from the ground. Brick Wall attempted that running back elbow. Did not connect completely. But wait a second. What's the Bull doing? He's choking Brick Wall. He's using all his body weight. Choking Brick Wall on that second rope with his feet. And now the Bull stomping on Brick Wall's legs. Now the Bull gaining a little bit of momentum here, that standing clothesline. Brick Wall counters. Now Brick Wall has the Bull on the ropes. A punch to the side of the skull there. Wait a second, he's got you don't see this very often, the deactivator, the rope choke from Brick Wall to the Bull. That could crush your larynx. And then a throwback from Brick Wall. Brick Wall is getting pumped up now. Brick Wall on the top rope. The Bull was back to his feet. A big jumping clothesline from Brick Wall to the Bull. Brick Wall doing that stunt right on the ground there. Into a backflip. And then Brick Wall, a slap right across the back of the head. Brick Wall's feeling it tonight. Oh, and that running back elbow from Brick Wall. Wait a second, Brick Wall looks like he's going for the B side. Brick Wall's tuning up the band for the B-side there. The B-side kick right there, the sweet chin music. Brick Wall whips the Bull to the corner. He's got him up there. What's he going to do here? Brick Wall, a running knee to the face. He's got him in a DDT face lock here. What's he doing? Oh, and that face cutter off the top rope. That modified face cutter there. Now what's Brick Wall thinking? This is just completely crazy here. Brick Wall picks the Bull back up. He's got the Bull up on his shoulders. He spins him around with that modified sidewalk slam. Brick Wall he's got him back up on his shoulders again. And for the second time in this match, that spinning sidewalk slam. Brick Wall picks the Bull up. Turns him around. Bull counters. Throwing a couple of elbows in. Looks like our cameras are glitching a little bit here. Brick Wall kick to the abdomen, turns the Bull around. He's got the Bull up in a backdrop, but then slams him. What's Brick Wall thinking here? Wait a second, Brick Wall. Looks, he's feeling it. Looks like he's getting in the zone. The fans are getting behind him here. Could we see some Brick Ballin' tonight on SmackDown? Brick Wall's getting pumped up here. Into the ropes goes Brick Wall, dances up. The hand is up. Brick Ballin' elbow drop. Brick Wall sprints in, and the Driller connects there. Brick Wall's dragging him away from the ropes. Doesn't want a rope break here. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Brick Wall continues to be on a winning streak here in the power plant. It was a great effort by the Bull. Tonight, Brick Wall was the bigger superstar. He really went out there and did what he had to do. That was an amazing, amazing thing for him to do. I can't believe what we just saw. But up next here we've got a debut for a brand new superstar here in the power plant, and one man that I enjoy calling his matches, Ichiro Suzuki. But tonight he's facing this man. He's facing Still Saint, not to be confused with Lil Saint, but he still has the same name, but it's Still Saint. And he's got a very unique look, as you can definitely tell. He's got some face paint, or I should say a mask. He's got a very unique look to him, and that's a good thing, you know. The uniqueness of power plant superstars is always great. And as you see, you know, Still Saint, he looks like he's all about the business. He's hastily making his way to the ring. Now, you know, this will be the first time I've ever seen Still Saint in action. So hopefully, you know, it's a great match. Good things are going to probably happen, I'm sure. You know, and I just want to bring this up to everybody that may be watching or is not watching. Power plant, you know, it's not that it suffers from a financial crisis or anything when times get tough. It's got a lot to do with the ability of the superstars to actually be able to fulfill their requirements to get the things done that they need to get done outside of the power plant. And so I think it's a great thing that we have two shows, you know, Raw and SmackDown. I mean, it makes it a little bit easier, you know, because then if you want to see a certain superstar, you can tune into that show and watch that specific superstar. And that's a great thing. I can't wait for Breaking Point. I'm so excited because I want to know who's going to be in what matches, and I don't know yet. All I know is that Die Hard, who is not my favorite person, he will be in some fashion. He will be in the main event. I don't necessarily like that, but he will be in the main event. But this is not about Die Hard right now. This is about this young man, Ichiro Suzuki. Now, when this young man gets in the ring, he flies all over the place. He's fast. He's energetic, the fans dig him, and he's got a super cool wrestling thing when he comes to the ring. He's got a very cool sounding wrestling thing. So yes, it is, you know, as I was saying, you know, he's high energy, he's all over the place, and definitely going to be something. Ichiro Suzuki is definitely somebody to, you know, keep on in your sights here. And here we go, Lil Saint and Ichiro Suzuki tying it up one-on-one. Here we go into a standing tie-up. And then Still Saint gets the better of it, but Ichiro Suzuki counters into a side wrist lock there. And now Still Saint counters into a front face lock. Switches position with a side wrist lock to a back rear waist lock into another side wrist lock. Switching position here. Oh, and Ichiro Suzuki counters with a kick to the abdomen. Then that running knee lift from Still Saint to Ichiro Suzuki. Then a standing big boot. Now Still Saint has Ichiro Sasuke up. He's got him up, and then he slams him down. Now Still Saint with a kick to the gut. He's got Sasuke on his shoulders, but Sasuke counters with the reverse DDT. Sasuke off the ropes. Oh, and then that big running knee lift from Still Saint just totally derailed Sasuke there. Sasuke standing enziguri. And now Sasuke, he's tangling up those legs. He's got the arms into that bow and arrow. The bow and arrow lock there. Just wrenching away. Into the corner goes Still Saint. And then a big back chop from Sasuke. Knocks Still Saint down. And Sasuke staring at him. The man of no words. Oh, and then that spinning wheel kick from Ichiro Sasuke. Then an attempted wheel kick, but Still Saint swats him away. Sasuke counters. Oh, and then a quick arm drag from Sasuke to Still Saint. Then that standing backflip splash, or I should say shooting star. And now Sasuke with the beautiful Northern Lights. He bridges it into a pin, but Still Saint was able to get his shoulders up before even a 1 count. Off the ropes, an attempted running dropkick does not connect. A side headlock from Still Saint into a side wrist lock on Sasuke. Sasuke counters with a rear waist lock. And now Still Saint counters into a front face lock here. Switches position into a side headlock. Switches positions again into a side wrist lock. Sasuke counters with a side headlock. Whips Still Saint onto the apron there. He grabs him. Oh, and then a drop kick right off the apron. Sasuke, what's he going to do here? A side headlock from Still Saint into a rear tie-up. Sasuke counters with a front face lock. An attempted raised knee, but Still Saint pushes him away. Oh, and then that spinning wheel kick from Sasuke. And now Sasuke hits that big springboard leg drop there. Still Saint counters. Oh, an attempted double axe handle did not connect. But that standing enziguri from Sasuke did. And now Sasuke putting Still Saint up. Wait a second, he leaps up with that patented reverse Frankensteiner into a quick cover here, hooks the far leg. And again, Still Saint able to get his shoulders up before a 1 count. A kick to the gut from Sasuke, whips Still Saint into the ropes, leaps over him. Still Saint catches himself. Sasuke on the top rope. He's poised. He's ready. He leaps off with that attempted frog splash. He did not connect completely. It looks like he may have hurt himself more than Still Saint. Still Saint counters. He's got Sasuke in a full Nelson with a pin. And Sasuke able to get his shoulders up before a 2 count there. Then that standing big boot from Still Saint. Still Saint ascends the top rope here. He leaps off, attempted body splash, but Sasuke was able to counter into a side headlock and then a standing enziguri. Wait a second, Sasuke, he's tangling up Still Saint. He's got him in that Indian deathlock. He's pulling, he's wrenching. What's Sasuke thinking here? Kick to the abdomen. Sasuke, a kick to the abdomen. He's got him on the shoulder. He flips him over. Oh, and that devastating modified spinning neckbreaker into a quick cover. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but Still Saint was able to get his shoulder up. And now Sasuke with the side headlock whips Still Saint into the corner there. Now Still Saint again has Sasuke has Still Saint tangled up there. What's he thinking? Wait a second. He's standing on him. He's standing on the legs. Double stomp to the chest from the top. And as you see Suzuki, he's feeling energetic tonight. He's feeling good. And now Suzuki again whips Still Saint onto the apron. And that standing drop kick again connects. Suzuki off the ropes. Springboard vaulting body press to the outside there. And now what's Suzuki thinking? A big modified spinning. That was a spinning body splash from the apron to the outside. And now Suzuki with that big kick from the apron there. Suzuki flips Still Saint over. He goes for that springboard. Oh, but Still Saint kicks him. It looks like he's going to bring Suzuki in the hard way with a big suplex from the apron to the ring. As you see Still Saint trying to stretch out here. Kick to the abdomen from Suzuki. Still Saint counters. He's got Suzuki on his shoulders. Rotates him a little bit and then drops him right on his forehead. And as you see again, Still Saint, he is trying to recover there into a rear tie-up on Suzuki. Suzuki counters. And now Still Saint trying to light up. And then that standing enziguri from Suzuki. Still Saint, attempts that double axe handle again, but again Suzuki was able to swing away. A quick roll-up by Still Saint. 1, 2, and luckily Suzuki was able to kick out. And now again Still Saint has Suzuki on his shoulders. He brings him over with that modified neck breaker, just planting him on his head. A standing face lock here. Oh, and then that big knee into a side headlock. Suzuki counters. An attempted standing dropkick. He gets swatted away by Still Saint. And then Still Saint with the forearm to the lower back there. Oh, and that standing spinning wheel kick. Then another spinning wheel kick. And then attempted running dropkick into a quick roller from Still Saint. 1. Oh, but again, Suzuki was able to kick out. A big back elbow there. Kick to the abdomen. Wait a second, quick roll-up from Suzuki. 1, but wait, Still Saint counters it into a pin of his own. 1, 2. Suzuki was able to quickly get that shoulder up off the ropes. Oh, and that big running drop kick from Suzuki to Still Saint there. Oh, and another quick roll-up from Suzuki. 2, almost a 3 count, but Still Saint was able to get his shoulder up. Turns him around here. Still Saint counters. Where's he? He's got Suzuki in a full Nelson into a dragon suplex pin there. Luckily, Suzuki was able to get his shoulder up rather fast. Suzuki whips Still Saint to the corner. He puts him up on the top there. Oh, and that quick uppercut. And now a standing Frankensteiner from Suzuki to Still Saint. And now, what's Suzuki thinking here? He springboards with an attempted leg drop. He didn't connect completely. And now Still Saint with that running forearm on the ground. And as you see, Still Saint again trying to shake off the pain here. Suzuki counters. Whips Still Saint into the ropes. Still Saint catches himself into a rear tie from Suzuki here. Switches position into a front face lock. Then that big standing drop kick from Suzuki. Suzuki kick to the abdomen. He's got Still Saint on his shoulders. Rolls him over. Suzuki off the top rope. That corkscrew body splash. Suzuki picks Still Saint up. Kicks him in the abdomen. Oh, wait a second. The Shiranu. That modified neck breaker there. And now Suzuki ascends the top rope. What's he going to do? A shooting star double foot stomp. Runs over for the cover. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count again. But Still Saint was able to get his shoulder up. And now again, Still Saint has Suzuki up on his shoulders with that modified neck breaker. Now Still Saint ascends the top rope here. He leaps off with a big attempted diving headbutt. He went for it all and got nothing. Suzuki off the top rope. goes to leap off with that leg drop. He overshot it a little bit there. He didn't even get any of Still Saint. And now Still Saint, wait a second, Suzuki counters with the side wrist lock. Oh, and then another big standing drop kick there from Suzuki into a front face lock. Still Saint counters. Suzuki counters into a side headlock, whips Still Saint into the ropes, leaps over him. And now Still Saint attempted to run in with that big clothesline. Oh, but then he catches him with the second one. Still Saint ascending the top rope. He's going to leap up. He's going for it all with that cross body. He didn't get any of it. And now Suzuki, he has a modified seated camel clutch locked in, and then stomping right onto the back. And now what's Suzuki thinking here? He whips Still Saint into the ropes. He catches him with that quick arm drag. Then that standing shooting star press. Suzuki picks Still Saint up. Kick to the abdomen. And here it goes, that modified flip over neck breaker. Suzuki saying it's time. A kick to the abdomen. He's got Still Saint up. Flips him over. Wait a second. And then that cutting neck breaker. Into the cover. Hooks the far leg. And again, Still Saint was quickly able to get his shoulder up. Maybe a second win, that spinning wheel kick. Suzuki off the ropes. Attempted that running drop kick. Did not connect. And then that big spinning wheel kick from Suzuki here. Suzuki on the top rope, but Still Saint just throws him right off. Still Saint ascending the top rope. He leaps off. And another attempted headbutt, but Suzuki was able to counter. And now Suzuki with the side wrist lock. And then that big standing enziguri. Suzuki with the front face lock here. Whips Still Saint onto the apron. Then that big standing drop kick. Now Suzuki, that corkscrew body splash springboard from the inside of the ring to the outside on the mat below. Suzuki whips Still Saint back onto the apron there. A punch across the chest, and then a big boot to the side of the skull. Suzuki picks Still Saint up. A kick to the abdomen. Wait a second. He's going to plant him face first. Into the pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count. Still Saint again able to kick out. Kick to the abdomen. And now Suzuki again flips over with that neck breaker. That flip over neck breaker. Suzuki looks like he's setting him up. Suzuki springboard gets to the top. The shooting star double foot stomp connects from Suzuki. Hooks the far leg into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and again Suzuki wins when all odds are against him. Being the smallest dog in the fight, he again still is able to pick up a huge win, a massively huge win. And that was an impressive showing by Still Saint in his debut match. I'm taking nothing away from Still Saint. But the story tonight is the fact that Suzuki, although he knows that the numbers are against him, he still does great. He still does amazingly great in the matches that he performs in. Now, the main event of the evening is a pretty big thing. This is a big deal for Amazing Punk here. You know, as far as I know, Amazing Punk hasn't been in too many main events, and this is a pretty big deal because he's in a main event tonight against Die Hard. Now, I wish Amazing Punk the best of luck. I really do, because Die Hard, you know, he's a very dangerous guy. He always does. He doesn't do things by the book. That's just the way it is. That's the Die Hard style right there. He goes outside the rules and he does what he has to do. It really surprised me because at the opening part of the show, he did, you know, I was assuming he was going to smack somebody or have something to say, but Die Hard has been pretty quiet tonight. He's very surprised when we get rules by Die Hard president in some fashion or another. But maybe that's because Die Hard knows that, you know, he's going to be the man of the match. Getting ready. It looks like Die Hard's not wasting any time. He is making a beeline for the ring here. chosen one's leader. And, he's on his way to breaking point. It doesn't look like he's wasting any time getting to it. I'm not sure if he just wants to get the rope or what, but whatever it is, this is definitely a statement. Typically, Dagger panders to the crowd a little bit, but it doesn't look like he's pandering tonight. And as you see that cold stare from Dyer, just staring down Amazing Punk. How do you get ready for fighting Dagger Punk? Literally one of the most dangerous men in the power. And how do you prepare for a guy like Dyer? How do you prepare for something like that? And here we go. Amazing Punk just standing there, almost as if he's in a cold stance. He doesn't know how to react. Dyer whips Amazing Punk to the corner. Now Dyer just wiping the sweat off his brow, keeping his body temperature nice and cool. Amazing Punk now goes for the but Dyer catches him in that huge spine buster. Amazing Punk rolled right to the outside. Amazing Punk runs back in. He catches Dyer off guard. He didn't get all of it, but he got some of it. Amazing Punk whips Dyer onto the apron. Wait a second, he's got him in a suplex. He's going to bring Dyer back in the hard way. But wait, Dyer counters from the ground with that eye gouge into a side wrist lock here. Now Dyer whips Amazing Punk into the ropes, and then he catches him with a big spine buster. But see, that's the gamble that you run facing Dyer. He can catch you from so many different ways, and now Dyer going to work on Amazing Punk's legs there. And now here's the Dyer that everybody knows and fears. Go close fist punches. He should be disqualified for doing those types of things, but yet he isn't. Amazing Punk counters from the ground. You know, the things about Dyer, he's such a dangerous guy when he wants to be. And then a big uppercut from Dyer, and then now he's got Amazing Punk up in a suplex. And then just walks him over a little bit, and then drops him down. Amazing Punk a kick to the gut, whips Dyer to the corner. He goes to leap in, but Dyer caught him into that big Sambo suplex. You know, and it's so crazy because Dyer just turns everything around. He's got Amazing Punk on his shoulder. Amazing Punk counters with a big reverse DDT. As I was saying, you know, Dyer on the turn of a dime can turn the match around just like that. And then Dyer catches Amazing Punk with that arm drag. And now again, Dyer with those closed fist punches just pounding away on Amazing Punk. And now Dyer again has Amazing Punk on his shoulder. Amazing Punk, an elbow to the face. A big running DDT from Amazing Punk to Dyer. This could be what Amazing Punk needs. Now Amazing Punk whips Dyer to the corner. He catches him with a knee, and then a bulldog out of the corner. Amazing Punk is showing some fight tonight. A kick to the abdomen. He hooks Dyer's arms. Wait, Dyer counters with a rotating Samoan drop. Dyer picks Amazing Punk up here. And then he catches him with that Sato suplex. Amazing Punk back to his feet. He catches Dyer barely with that kick, but just enough. Dyer kick to the abdomen. Then the big standing clothesline from Dyer. Amazing Punk rolls to the outside. Dyer kick to the abdomen, kick to the gut, and then that huge DDT from Dyer. And again, Amazing Punk rolls to the outside. Dyer again with another kick to the gut, and then that standing spinning clothesline. And for the third time, Amazing Punk rolls to the outside. Wait a second, Dyer did suicide dive. He caught Amazing Punk. And now Dyer has Amazing Punk up in that suplex on the outside over here. Wait a second. That's the Spanish announce table. A front face suplex through the Spanish announce table. And then Dyer just drops a big knee right across the forehead there of Amazing Punk. And now Dyer on the apron. And again, Dyer breaks the count here. Picks Amazing Punk up. He's got him in a front face lock. He whips Amazing Punk right into those steel steps. Amazing Punk is definitely hurting here. Amazing Punk counters, whips Dyer into the ring. Kick to the gut by Die Hard. Whips Amazing Punk into the corner. He turns him upside down. What's Die Hard thinking here? Amazing Punk was able to roll up to the top rope. Amazing Punk goes for a leap, catches that crossbody. Die Hard suicide dive to the outside. And now Die Hard has Amazing Punk, but Amazing Punk counters into a rear waistlock, whips Die Hard into the ring. Into a front facelock. Die Hard counters into a side wrist lock. Whips Amazing Punk into the corner. Die Hard again turns Amazing Punk upside down. I've got a feeling I know what he's going to do. And now Die Hard using the steps to choke Amazing Punk. And now Die Hard, a kick to the abdomen. Wait a second, he hooks the arms. Die Hard lifts him up for that huge Tiger Bomb. Into the cover here. 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but Amazing Punk was able to kick out. Die Hard with a side wrist lock on Amazing Punk, whips Amazing Punk to the corner. And now the shoulder thrust from Die Hard to Amazing Punk. Die Hard off the ropes, runs in, attempted knee attack but misses. Amazing Punk back to his feet, now slapping. Oh, and then that big running drop kick from Amazing Punk. Die Hard counters. He catches Amazing Punk with that powerhouse spine buster again. Now Die Hard, for the second time here, that standing clothesline. Die Hard stomps on the abdomen. The Die Hard strike here. Die Hard wiping the sweat off his brow. Stomp on the abdomen again. The Die Hard knee. As you see, Die Hard he's taunting him. Hooks the leg into the cover here. 1, 2, and again Amazing Punk was able to kick out. And now Die Hard, a big right hand, attempted spinning clothesline, a kick to the gut here. Amazing Punk gets pulled back into a big knee from Die Hard. Now Die Hard, those closed fist punches again on Amazing Punk. Die Hard picks Amazing Punk up. Die Hard's got Amazing Punk on his shoulder into that big running power slam. Stomp on the abdomen. The Die Hard strike. What's Die Hard doing here? Die Hard picks Amazing Punk up. Kick to the abdomen. Another kick to the abdomen. Hooks the arms. Wait, Amazing Punk counters with a kick to the gut. Die Hard counters. He catches Amazing Punk in that rotating spine buster. Now Die Hard with that big foot DDT. Again, Die Hard taunting Amazing Punk. Amazing Punk counters from the ground. He runs in. That big running drop kick. Amazing Punk picks Die Hard up. Whips Die Hard to the corner. And Die Hard counters. Now Die Hard whips Amazing Punk to the corner. Die Hard turns him upside down. It looks like he's got those legs tangled up. Two stomps to the abdomen, and now Die Hard choking away on Amazing Punk in the corner there. He couldn't even fight back. And now Die Hard with that German suplex. Die Hard again stomps on the abdomen. The Die Hard strike. It looks like Die Hard is poised and ready here. Stomp on the abdomen. A big running knee from Die Hard. And again, Die Hard wiping the sweat away, and it looks like Die Hard saying it is over. But no, Die Hard now doing those mounted punches again. Die Hard picks Amazing Punk up. Oh, and then that chop block to the back of the leg. Die Hard picks him up. Kick to the abdomen. Wait a second, Die Hard looks like he's going to roll the dice on Amazing Punk here. This could be emphatic. Kick to the abdomen. Die Hard hooks the arms. Looks like he's going for that huge Tiger Bomb. Die Hard into the cover, quickly into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and again, Die Hard came out. He did what he wanted to do, and now again, Die Hard wins. He's getting ready to head to the back. Folks, that about does it for us tonight on SmackDown. Make sure to tune in next week to see, what's going to happen, and make sure to catch Raw. Hopefully they will have a great show as well. But I'm Christopher Billings, and ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Good night from the power plant.